The sea covers over 2/3 of our planet's surface. Yet we know more about space and the universe than we do about our own oceans. Between the states of Connecticut and New York is the Long Island Sound, a naturally protected channel into New York City used for over hundreds of years. The Sound's rich maritime history has played a significant role in the growth of our country. Join us as we explore its unsung residents and its forgotten history. Welcome back. Captain Dennis here with Squalus Marine Divers. Today we're going to dive the wreck of the Anthony Bell. It's a tugboat that was donated a few years ago, and they sank it so we could dive it. As you can see here, we didn't have to go very far. Almost hit my head on the top of it. As we start to descend, you can see that there's a bunch of rectangles on the deck. Those are holes that were cut so that you can get in and out without worrying about getting stuck indoors and things like that. I'm going to do a quick swim through the interior of the ship. I'm going to make my way in through the bow on the port side, and then we'll go down through the interior of the ship and come out through the stern. As I make my way inside the ship, I'm really impressed by how clear and how bright it is. The people from Stewart Coves were telling me that this was actually fair for the Bahamas. It was an overcast day, so I'll take this amount of ambient light any day of the week in the Sound back up in Connecticut. But not having to put a light on is really a treat. Now that's the engine, so I'm guessing this is the engine room. You can see it was disassembled. All of the pollutants and the oil and things like that were removed so as not to contaminate the marine environment, which is good. As we make our way further aft, it gets a little darker, but still no need to turn on a light. As we make our way up and out of the belly of the ship, we find ourselves on the stern of the tugboat. Here you can see the H-bit, or the tow posts, that is used to secure the hawser, or the tow line, to whatever the tugboat is hauling. As we make our way backward, further away from the stern, we come into what is called the Chafing Gear. The Chafing Gear is used to keep the tow line or the hawser from getting fetched up on equipment or potentially people. And as we go under the stern, you can really see the size of this rudder. Tugboats are extremely powerful and move a large amount of water, so they need a really big rudder to direct that flow. Here I am in the forward part of the ship near the bridge. And you see how narrow these hallways are. They must have been a lot of fun in rough seas. Here you can see a hatch that goes down into the belly of the ship, and there's a ladder, so that means people went up and down into this hatch. If my captain told me to go down to this hatch, I'd tell the captain to take a hike, and I probably wouldn't have a future on a tugboat. If you look up, you can see the bottom of our dive boat. It really puts into perspective how shallow it is and how clear it is. To be able to see your boat from the bottom is a luxury we don't have in Long Island Sound. Well, as I'm hanging on the line doing my safety stop, we get a last look at the wreck of the Anthony Bell. Really fun dive, not very deep, a lot of bottom time down here. And if you're certified in scuba diving, be sure to check out Stewart Cove's dive operation down here in the Bahamas. It's a great wreck, a lot of fun. I'd like to take a second and say thanks for checking us out once more. I hope you enjoy watching our videos as much as we do making them for you. Until next time, I'm Captain Dennis.